So, okay, good morning everyone. So, again, no, our topic for today is the muscles of the lower limbs, no? Lower limb, no? Medyo talagang struggle for me yung histo, no? Pero sinubukan natin padaliin ang buhay ng isa't isa, no? But disclaimer lang, no? Obviously, napakadami nito, no? Obviously, we cannot cover everything, no? So, make sure to sinong babasahin, sinong best friend nyo. So, to read your letter and your snail. Nako, medyo napasimangot na. Pero yun talaga ang susi, no? Para makasagot sa exams at para magamit kapag doktor na kayo, kailangan naglilibro. Okay? Kasi di natin lahat kayang i-cover sa dami. Okay, so ano ba yung sinasabi kong madami? Sige. So, for our objectives for today, no, syempre at the end of the lecture, you, no, should be able to analyze the movements of the lower limb in relation to the different muscle groups and their fascial organization. Next, identify and explain the specific actions of each muscle group or compartment of the lower limb. So, medyo madugo, medyo marami, pero papadaliin natin, iisa-isahin natin. Okay? So, yan, ang haba, no? Mukha lang konti, pero may mga under it pa, no? So, for our outline for today, mag-start tayo sa gluteal, femoral, knee, leg, ankle, and foot. Tapos, meron pa yung mga sa gluteal, ligaments, fascia, muscles, may mga ganon. So, medyo madami, no? Isa-isahin natin. Okay. So, ano ba yan? Ano yung picture na yan? Nung high school, medyo common, no? So, ano ba yan? Sinong gumawa niyan? Si Vitruvian man yan, no? So, sana tama yung pag-pronounce ko, pero si Leonardo da Vinci ang may gawa. So, anong gusto kong ipakita dyan? So, this picture reminds us the balance and harmony of the human body. When we talk about the lower limbs, they serve anong important sa akin? Maraming functions, pero yung pinaka-important, yung three key functions. First, ano ba ang unang function ni lower limbs? Baka may idea kayo. First, ano kaya? Sige, you can unmute, pwedeng mag-chat if medyo shy type. Sige, ano? Oh, wala pa nagbabasa. Sige. Ano kayang unang-unang function ni lower limbs? Okay, Mariel.
To support the body weight po.
Okay, perfect. So, i-summarize natin, Mariel. So, first is ano? Sulat na ako dito ha. Weight bearing, no? Correct. So, weight bearing, no? They support, tama yun, Mariel. They support the entire body, keeping us stable, whether we're standing or moving. So, kaya ka pala nakakatayo ng straight, kaya ka nakakaupo ng maayos, ay dahil sa lower limbs muscles. Ano pa? Second, may sagot pa ba? Sige. Second, locomotion, di ba? Siyempre. Locomotion. So, they allow us to walk. Di tayo makakalakad, obviously. Run and move efficiently through coordinated muscle action. And lastly, no, anong pinaka-important sa aking function ni lower limb? Maintenance. Medyo na-spoil ko na nga yung sarili ko. Maintenance of your posture, no? Even when we're just standing still, kahit nakatayo ka lang, our lower limb muscle are constantly active to keep us upright, no? So, in essence, anong gusto kong sabihin? The lower limbs are designed not just for movement, but also for strength and balance, no? Again, no? Ayun ang mga sinabi natin. These are the functions of your lower limb. Okay. Next, no, let's go over the regions of your lower limb, no? As we do, try to visualize or even palpate these areas on yourself, no? Medyo awkward yung sa gluteal, huwag nyo nang palpate yun, yung ibang part na lang. Okay, so we start with the gluteal region, or anong tawag natin dyan? Other term, medyo layman, your buttocks area, no? The puwet. So, This region contains the what? Obviously, your gluteal muscles, especially yung nahihipo, yung nahawakan nyo, the gluteus maximus. So, one of the strongest muscles in the body. Again, your gluteus maximus. So, question. Who knows its main action? No? Sige. Ni gluteus maximus or your gluteus muscles in general. Anong action nila? Naku, ganyan ang tanong sa exam sa dami. Sasabihin nyo, ay, Dok, dasal na lang talaga. Choices po. Try to answer na walang choices muna para masanay for the pracs. Main action of your gluteal muscles, diba? For, di pa kayo nagbabasa pero okay lang yan. Tandaan nyo, for hip extension. So, yun ang kanilang main action. No? Ini-extend ang inyong hip. Next, we go to your femoral region, which is basically, ito yun, di ba? Basically, your thigh. Your hita. So, here we find the quadriceps in front and the hamstrings at the back. Medyo gumagamit ako ng layman ha, para medyo makasunod muna tayo sa una. So, again, here we find the quadriceps in front and the hamstrings at the back. Both essential for, again and again, walking and running. Then, try to feel your quadriceps contract when you extend your knee. So, sige, try nyo yan pag nasa na. Pag kayo lang ha, huwag yung to-try kapag nasa Starbucks kayo kasi baka mapagkamalan tayong Now, try to feel your femoral region, di ba, sa may hita. Ma-feel nyo yung quadriceps ay magko-contract kapag tinry nyong i-extend yung inyong tuhod. And then, we have the knee region. Anong kind of joint ito? Di ba? Naririnig nyo na yan sa mga previous lectures. Knee region ay anong joint? Hinge joint, diba? That connects obviously, your thigh and leg. No? Ask yourselves again. So, why do you think the knee needs both stability and flexibility? Siyempre, diba? Kailangan stable kasi kinoconnect nga niya yung, your thigh and leg, and flexible, syempre para ma-fold at ma-straight mo, diba? Moving down the leg region, no, it is between the knee and the ankle. It is divided into anterior, lateral, and posterior compartments, no? Each with muscles that control foot movement, and can anyone name one muscle found here? No, saan? Sa leg region? Although mamaya, makikita nyo naman. So, one example is your tibialis, anterior. Next, for your ankle or other name for ankle region is your talocrural. Ay, mali ang spelling. Talocrural region. Excuse me. This joint allows us to dorsiflex and plantarflex the foot. Namaya explain ko yung mga pinagsasabi ko na yan. Every time you walk or tiptoe, no, you're using this region. Again, your ankle region. And finally, the foot, no, it supports our body weight. Pinakakawawa kasi ang bigat natin. Absorbs shock and help us balance. No, take a moment to notice the arches of your foot. No. Take note that display a key role in maintaining stability and smooth movement. So overall, no, anong gusto kong sabihin? Ba't ko ito pinakita? All these regions from the gluteal area down to the foot work in harmony to keep us upright, mobile, and balanced. Okay. Sige. Next, no, for the hip or limb movements, no, let's look at the hip joint. So, this is what type of joint, diba? Kita nyo naman, this is a ball and socket joint. So, anong ginagawa? So, it allows a lot of movement. On the left, your figure 8, tingin sa picture, we have flexion, no? Ano ba yung flexion? That's when you move your leg up forward. Now, again, that's when you move your leg forward, and extension when you move your leg backward. So, clear yon. On the right, figure B, ano naman yan? We see abduction. When you move your leg, pag sinabing abduction, away from the body. Again, abduction, A-B ha, boy, away from your body. And adduction, dog naman, when you bring it back in. So, the gluteus, medius, and minimus are the main players here for your abduction, the boy. No, they help keep your pelvis level when you walk. So, remember, the movement can change depending kung ano ang nakafix on what's fixed, no? The femur or the pelvis. Naintindihan yon? Okay. Sige. Next. Ano naman ito? Aside from flexion and extension, the hip can also rotate. So, nagawa nyo na yan, no? Na-rotate ang hip. So, internal rotation, no? Means the thigh turns inward, while external rotation, syempre, turns it outward, no? These movements are important when we walk or change direction. On the right, we have circumduction. Ano ba yon? It is a circular movement combining flexion, extension, abduction, and adduction. So basically, it's the drawing a circle with your leg motion. Okay? Clear? Nakakasunod pa? Pag hindi na kaya, no, pwede namang mag-raise ng hand. Okay, next. Here, no, let's look at the basic movements of the lower limb, no. On the left, no, flexion. Anong nakikita natin? Flexion is when you move the thigh. Nakikita nyo dyan. Thigh forward, and extension is when you bring it back to neutral. Okay? Clear? On the right, anong ginagawa? That is your dorsiflexion. It is when you lift your foot forward, while your plantar flexion is when you point your toes down like stepping on a gas pedal. Pag nagda-drive, ang tinatandaan ko naman dyan, di ba, plantar flexion, parang nagtatanim, parang nagpa-plant. Pinaplant mo yung paa mo sa lupa. Okay? No? Kanya-kanyang ano lang talaga yan para matandaan natin. Again, these are the simple but important movements for walking and posture. Tandaan ha, remember this. So again, so for dorsiflexion, flexion of the ankle, resulting in the top of the foot, moving towards the body. While your plantar flexion, no, extension of the ankle, resulting in the forefoot moving away from the body. Inversion naman, ano yon? Twisting movement of the foot inward. Sinabing inward, di ba? Medially. While your eversion, twisting movement of the foot outward. No, ibig sabihin, laterally. Okay? Gising pa tayo? Kaya pa to? Sige, let's start. So, next we have your gluteal region. Ano nang meron dito? Anong important here? Medyo madugo, but please bear with me, no? Kaya natin to. So, for the gluteal region, no, let's start with this is the prominent area located, saan natin nakikita? Located posterior to the pelvis and below the iliac crest, no? Extending laterally to the posterior margin of the nasaan? Of what trochanter? Of your greater trochanter, commonly referred to as, ano ang tawag natin ito sa layman? Your gluteal region, as your buttocks, your puwet, no? Again, this region is anatomically part of the trunk, but functionally, the gluteal region is considered part of your lower limb. So, take note that this region is divided into two groups, no? Your superficial and deep layers. Now, the superficial group mainly controls movement of the hip, like extension and abduction, while the deep group, anong ginagawa naman nila? Deep group, no, stabilizes and rotates the hip joint. Now, we'll go through each group to see their attachments, actions, and innervations. Okay? Okay, for this ligaments of your gluteal region, so they help stabilize the sacrum and form passageways for important structures, no? The posterior sacroiliac ligament, anong ginagawa niya? Nakikita niyo naman, it connects the sacrum and ilium, continuing as the, di ba? Sacrum, ilium, continuing as the, what? As the sacrotuberous ligament. Your sacrotuberous and sacrospinous ligaments together transform the sciatic notch into the type of foramina in both the greater and lesser sciatic foramina, which serve as key routes for nerve flow. Syempre, di ba, fatty, nasa gluteal region tayo eh. Fatty that is continuous with the superficial fascia of the abdomen and the thigh. No? The deep fascia naman is called the gluteal fascia, which is continuous, saan? Nakikita nyo dun sa picture. Continuous inferiorly with your fascia lata, no? Your gluteal fascia or your deep fascia splits to cover the superficial and deep surfaces of the gluteus maximus muscle, which encloses the muscle in fascia. And the gluteal fascia covering the what? The deep surface of the gluteus maximus also covers the Okay, so for the muscles of gluteal region, no, abductors and rotators of the thigh sila, no. Anong important sa akin here? Parang wala ang slide. Wait lang ha. So, remember this table ha. Favorite natin ang table. Kaya laging aralin the table. Lang, may nawawala akong slide. Yata. Sige. So, questions. Kaya pa? Clarifications. Sorry ha, medyo talagang madugo itong lower limbs. Ay, nawawala na. Okay. Next, no, ano pang important here? Diyan sa layer, yan ang tatandaan nyo, your superficial and your deep layer. And how about in terms of functions, no? Paano natin sila i-differentiate from each other? Functions of each. Sige, summarize natin. We have your ito. For your gluteus maximus, anong tatandaan natin sa kanya? So, generally, anong ginagawa niya? Extends the hip. While your gluteus hanggang tensor fascia latae, anong ginagawa? They abduct. And medially, sorry, papangit na ang sulat. Rotate the hip. Okay. While your piriformis to quadratus femoris, anong ginagawa nila? In general, they laterally rotates the hip. Okay? Ganyan yung aaralin yung tables. Hindi yung, memorize ko to lahat. Huwag ganon kasi sobrang dami, wala talaga kayong matatandaan, no? Pag nakakita ng table, try to summarize it. Kung ano bang important, yun lang ang tandaan nyo. Again, for your gluteus maximus, function ay what? To extend the hip. For your gluteus medius, minimus, and tensor fascia lata, it abducts, no? Abducts, boy. And medially, rotate the hip. While your piriformis, your obturator internus, your your superior and inferior gammae and your quadratus femoris, they laterally rotate the hip. No? Maliwanag? Okay, sige. Okay. Next, no, for your superficial muscles naman, no. Isa-isahin natin. So we have your gluteus maximus, medius, minimus, and your tensor fascia lata. So remember, no, that these muscles all have proximal attachments to the posterolateral surface and margins of the ala of your ilium and are mainly what? Extensors, abductors, and medial rotators of your thigh. Okay, clear yon? Sige. Next, no, for your gluteus maximus. So, ano bang important dito, no? Maraming important, pero andiyan na sa slide ang tandaan. So, as the largest muscle of the gluteal region, no, your gluteus maximus is a powerful muscle involved in both primary hip movements and stabilization of the hip, no? It is what? Primary hip extensor. So, literally, ano siya? The largest butt muscle, di ba? Again, the most superficial, largest, heaviest, and most coarsely fibered muscle of the body. Remember that it covers all the other gluteal muscles except yung mga exception na ganyan, tatandaan nyo, except for the antero-superior third of the gluteus medius. Again, no, your gluteus maximus covers all the other gluteal muscles except for the antero-superior third of your gluteus medius. Okay, so proximal attachment, no, ilium posterior to posterior gluteal line. So distal attachment, anong nakikita nyo dyan? Your upper fibers insert on iliotibial tract and lower fibers insert on the gluteal tuberosity of the femur. So again, ano ulit ang action ni gluteus maximus? Diba? To extend the thigh or the hip. Especially from flex position. No? Innervation, although tuturuan naman kayo ni Doc Jesmos ng mga innervation of the lower limbs. So, at least may idea na kayo. So, for the innervation, no, it will be your inferior gluteal nerve, your L5, your S1, and SD2. And for the blood supply, your inferior and superior gluteal arteries. Okay? Next, for the medius, your gluteus medius. So, ano ba siya? Anong napapansin nyo? Anong shape? No? Fan shape. No? Mukha namang pamaypay. No? Fan shape, superficial to your saan? Gluteus minimus. No? Literal translation, anong ibig sabihin? Di ba? Medium. Medius. Medium butt muscle. Proximal attachment, external surface of your ilium between the anterior and posterior gluteal lines. While distal attachment, anong nakikita nyo dyan? Lateral surface of your greater trochanter of femur. Again, ano ang action niya? Action, rotate it medially. So for the innervation, no, superior gluteal nerve, specifically your L5 and S1. So for the blood supply, your superior gluteal arteries. Okay? Sige. Okay. Next, for your minimus, no? Your gluteus minimus. So, fan shape din siya at tandaan, di ba? Pinakamalalim, no? Deepest among the gluteus muscles and pinakamaliit, no? The smallest butt muscle. So, for the proximal attachment, no? External surface of your ilium between the anterior and inferior lines. For the saan siya malayong attachment? Sa anterior surface of your greater trochanter of femur. Pareho lang, di ba? Abduct or stabilize the thigh. For the innervation, S5 and S1 for the blood supply, yun pa rin, yung SGA, your superior gluteal artery. Okay? Sige. Next, your tensor fascia lata. Ano naman ito? Other terms, other books in, ano ba kasing role niya? In tightening the iliotibial tract. No? It works with the iliopsoas muscle and rectus femoris to help what? Flex the thigh. Help flex the thigh. And also assist the, ano pang ina-assist niya? Siya malapit or gluteus maximus sa pag-knee extend, no? In knee extension. As well as abduction and internal rotation of take note that when the iliopsoas muscle is paralyzed, no, your tensor fascia lata becomes enlarged, no, lumalaki, hypertrophy, no, as it tries to compensate. Okay. Ay, nag-jump. Okay, mali. Sige. Saan na ba ako? Nag-jump na naman. Okay, so this is just to show you, no, the muscles of the gluteal region, no? So make sure to study this picture also. Okay, for the clinical correlation, no, medyo may nabanggit na ako kanina, but reviewin natin ulit. So ano ba ito? So this is your, tinatawag natin Trendelenburg sign. Your hip drop na tinatawag is found in, sige, spelling, doc. Sige, teka lang. Trendelenburg's, ay, ba't nabubura? Trendelenburg's sign. Okay. So, in layman, anong ibig sabihin? Hip drop, no? So, saan siya nakikita? Found in people with, anong nakikita nyo dyan? With weak or paralyzed abductor muscles of the hip. Hindi nila ma-abduct, hindi nila ma-move away from the body. Namely, your gluteus medius and gluteus minimus. No? The pelvis is no longer prevented from anong nangyayari? From dipping or sagging. Yun yung tinatawag nating waddling gait, no? Resulting into elongation of the leg involved. No? The lower limb does not clear the ground during the swing pace of walking. So, for compensation, anong nangyayari? Nagkakaroon ng gluteus medius gait. Ano yon? The person raises the pelvis and leans away from the unsupported side. And ano pa? Nagkakaroon ng steppage gait. Ano naman yon? Lifting the foot higher as it brought forward. Excessive flexion at the area of the hip and knee to bring the foot higher. So, may tinatawag na Trendelenburg test. Nalulito ako dun sa ibang term eh. No? Ano to? To check if the, anong ginagawa nitong Trendelenburg test? To check if the gluteus medius and minimus are working properly to stabilize your pelvis. So normally, ano ba dapat? When you lift one foot, no, these muscles on the standing side contract to keep the pelvis level. If the pelvis drops, bumagsak toward the lifted leg, it means that the test is positive, suggesting what? Siyempre, may weakness or may paralysis of your gluteus medius or your gluteus minimus. Usually due to a, anong injury? To a what? Anong injury? To a gluteal nerve injury, no? Or sometimes femoral fracture. Okay, yun yung cause, no? Kaya nagkakaroon ng Trendelenburg sign, no? Again, no, a positive Trendelenburg sign indicates weakness or paralysis of the gluteus medius and minimus often due to injury to the superior gluteal nerve, or sometimes may multiple fracture. Okay? Sige. Okay. Okay. Next, now we go to your deep muscles. No, your deep muscles, namely your piriformis, your intertrochanteric crest of femur. The RD, ano nga ulit ang role ni deep muscles? Sinabi natin kanina nung nasa table. The RD, lateral rotators of your thigh. And they also stabilize your hip joint. And for the innervation of your deep muscles, no, sacral plexus except for the piriformis dahil ano ba ang nag-innervate, which is only innervated by the first and second sacral nerve. Again, no, generalities in terms of your innervation, no, itong si deep muscles, ini-innervate ni sacral plexus except for your piriformis, which is only innervated by the first and second sacral nerve. Okay? Clear yon? Sige. Okay. Okay. First, we have your piriformis. So, andyan na sa picture ang itsura. Nicknamed as the door of the gluteal region. Bakit? Because it acts like a gateway. So, for major nerves and blood vessels such as the, sino-sino bang pumapasok sa pinto na yan? Your sciatic nerve, your superior and inferior gluteal vessels and nerves pass. Remember then that it is the landmark of the gluteal region. So, literal translation, literally, di ba, anong shape ang nakikita nyo? Mukha namang pear shape, no? Pear shape muscle. So, located partly on the posterior wall of the lesser pelvis and partly posterior to the hip joint. No, it leaves the pelvis through a greater sciatic nerve, and it determines the name of the blood vessels and nerves. Mas madaling aralin anatomically kapag alam nyo agad. Siya dapat ang una nyong hahanapin. Mamaya, magagets nyo kung anong sinasabi ko. So, for the distal attachment, no, superior border of greater trochanter, and for the action nga ulit, ano nga ulit action ni piriformis? Lateral rotator of your extended hip joint, diba? And abductor of your flex hip joint, stabilize femoral head in hip joint. Innervation. So, your piriformis is innervated by your branches of anterior rami of S1. Again, branches of anterior rami of S1. Okay. Sige. Next, no, ano ba itong piriformis syndrome? So, when the piriformis muscle becomes too tight, masyadong naging tight or lumaki, no, nag-hypertrophy, no, it can press on the nerves and blood vessels that pass below it, no, especially anong nerve? Your sciatic nerve, no. This condition is called your piriformis syndrome and cause pain, numbness, or tingling in the buttock or down the leg kasi yun yung dinadaanan ni sciatic nerve. Kaya pag ito ang naapektuhan, naku, medyo mahirap talaga. Nagkakaroon ng numbness throughout, magmula sa buttocks hanggang pababa, your leg. No? At masakit, hindi makalakad yung patient. Okay, next we have your triceps coxae. Ano ba ito? It is a three-headed muscle, occupies gap between the piriformis and, kita nyo naman dyan, between the, di ba, piriformis and your quadratus femoris. So, it consists of superior gemellus, your obturator internus, and your inferior gemellus. So, literally, ano ba yan? Di ba? Your gemellus, ano yan? Siyempre, isipin nyo kambal, no? Twin muscles. Kasi yung isa, superior, yung isa inferior. While your obturator internus naman passes along the obturator foramen. Kaya ganoon ang pangalan din, your obturator internus. So remember that your triceps coccyx, no, act as a single unit, making independent muscle action impossible. So distal attachment niya ay saan? In the medial surface of your greater trochanter. While ano nga ulit ang action niya? For lateral rotator of your extended hip joint, abductor of flex hip joint, and stabilizes your femoral head in the hip joint. Wait lang ha, nalobat ang first one. Wait lang. Okay, so next. Next, we have your quadratus femoris. Ano naman to? It is a short, diba? Kitang-kita nyo, short naman talaga. Short, flat, rectangular muscle just below the obturator internus and gemmelli. So, literally, anong ibig sabihin ng pangalan niya? Rectangular muscle of the thigh. Yun lang yun, quadratus femoris. This is strong lateral rotator of the thigh. Ang action niya, again, it is a strong lateral rotator of the thigh. It inserts at the quadritubercle on the trochanteric crest of the femur. It is innervated by what? Innervated by the nerve 2 quadratus femoris. Okay. Sige. Okay, question. Sige, para magising tayo. True or false? No? True or false? No? The gluteus maximus, the largest and heaviest muscle in the body, provides the main cushion when we sit. True or false? Sige. Gising pa ba? Nasaan na tayo? True or false? Sige. True or false? True ba na gluteus maximus ang nagpro-provide ng cushion when we sit? Pinakabahan ako lang to. Okay na magkamali ngayon. True po, sabi ni James. Final answer. Talaga ba, Joyanne? True. Josephine? Walang ibang sagot? Alam nyo na, walang magpo-false? Ayun, si Jane, thank you naman. False daw para maiba. Sabihin ko pa naman, Jane, bakit? Why? Pero, answer for this is, false, no? Medyo, sige. Mga nice to know, pero magandang tandaan. False, bakit? So, remember that syempre kung diba, kahit ako, nung una ko itong nabasa, oo, diba, gluteus maximus yung, sabi nyo, Dok, superficial, largest, strongest, inuupuan, diba? Hindi daw, no, binasahan ko, no? We do not sit pala on the gluteus maximus. Instead, saan tayo umuupo? We sit on the ischial tuberosities. Sige, sulat natin. Ischial tuberosities, and the ischial bursae. Doon tayo umuupo, which lie between the bones and the skin. Okay? Remember that. So, hindi tayo doon kay muscle, hindi nasira agad ang bigat ko pa naman, di ba, pag inupuan. So, ayun pala ang rationale doon. Again, hindi tayo umuupo sa gluteus maximus. Instead, we sit on your ischial tuberosities and ischial bursae. Okay, so ayan, alam nyo na ha, hindi porket maraming sumagot, yun yung tamang sagot. Kaya minsan, hindi talaga dapat ng mapya, mas lalo pang namamali. Okay, yun pala ang lesson doon. Hindi, joke lang. Sige, next, nasa na tayo? Now we go to your femoral region. Sana nakakasunod pa ang lahat, no? Sige. Anong meron dito? So, for your joints and ligaments of the thigh, di ba? Your femoral region, thigh region, pareho lang yan. So, your joints and ligaments of the thigh, no? First, we have your hip joint or your acetabulofemoral joint, no? Ano ito? Nakikita nyo naman. White din ang pinambilog niya. Okay. Anong type of synovial joint ito? O sinabi ko na joint na, synovial pa. E de, ball and socket. Kita-kita nyo naman. Diba? Ball and socket, no? Formed by the head, diba? Ano yan? O, diba? Kita-kita nyo. Head of the femur and the acetabulum of the hip bone. So, it allows multiple movements, no? Flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, medial and lateral rotation, lahat na, and circumduction, no? It is a very stable joint designed to support body weight and resist dislocation. Okay, sige. Okay, ano pang important here? So, dito, no, for the ligaments of the hip joint pa rin, first we have your, anong tatandaan nyo dyan? Your iliofemoral ligament. Anterior and superior, meron tayo niyan. Tandaan that your iliofemoral is the strongest ligament in the body. Ano bang shape niya? Anong nakikita nyo dyan? Diba? Parang inverted Y shape, no? Inverted Y shape. So, ito ang pinag-uusapan natin, okay? Your iliofemoral ligament. And it reinforces the joint capsule. So, anong role niya, anong action niya? It prevents hyperextension and adduction when standing. Again, adduction, no, dog, when standing. While your pubofemoral ligament, the one in green dito sa picture ha, your sige, ako to. Okay, ito. Your pubofemoral ligament, no? Ano bang shape? Di ba? Mukha namang triangle, no? Triangular shape, and anong role niya? It limits excessive abduction, boy, and hyperextension of the hip. While your ischiofemoral ligament posteriorly, no? It is the weakest among the hip ligaments. So again, no, strongest si iliofemoral, weakest si ischiofemoral, no? Ano bang shape to? Sabi, spiral shape, kahit parang hindi naman, no? It attaches to the greater trochanter, and its action is to prevent excessive adduction, dog, no? And internal rotation. Others na important na ligament, nice to know, your transverse acetabular ligament, no, formed by your acetabular labrum, bridging the acetabular notch and creates a tunnel, no, si transverse acetabular ligament for a tunnel for blood vessels and nerves to enter the joint. And lastly, we have your ligament of the head of the femur or your ligamentum teres, no? Ano bang shape nito? Flat and triangular. It attaches from the fovea capitis to the acetabular notch and transverse ligament. And it carries a small artery that supplies the femoral head. Again, it carries your ligamentum teres, carries is a small artery that supplies the femoral head. Okay. Okay, for the anatomy of the thigh, ito na, for the muscle compartments, no? So, the thigh is divided into the three muscle compartments, namely your anterior compartment or your front, syempre, anterior nga, front of the thigh, your posterior compartment, the back of the thigh, and the medial compartment, the inner thigh. So, these compartments are separated by, nakikita nyo dyan, by fascia, a connective tissue that helps to organize and protect the muscles, no? Mabilis ako magsalita. Nagharap na ba ako? Sorry na. O sige. I-ano nyo na lang ako sa video. Nire-record nyo ako, i-slow down nyo na. Hindi, sige, babagalan na. Sorry na. Tama ba? Ako yung kausap mo. Oo. Nakita ko yung chat. Okay, so for understanding these compartments, okay, thank you Charles, is important for studying bakit natin kailangang aralin ang compartments, important for studying muscle function, injury prevention, and treatment. Okay? Naku, 9:30 na pala. Okay, kaya natin to. Okay, for the anterior compartment, no, just to show you the table, no, for your hip flexors, no. So, tandaan, aralin ang table, hindi kailangan i-memorize lahat, hanapin lang ang unique sa kanila. Okay? Yan ang tip sa pag-aaral ng table. Okay? Sige. Okay, for your anterior thigh muscles, we have your pectineus, your iliopsoas, your sartorius, and your quadriceps femoris. Okay, isa-isahin natin sila. Okay. Sige. For your pectineus or your pectineus muscle, so it originates from saan? Sige. From your pectin, di ba? Kaya ganyan ang pangalan. Originates from your pectin pubis, no? Located at the top of the pubic bone. So, may two layers, no? Namely, again and again, your superficial and deep, which are innervated by different nerves. So, the name pectineus comes from the Latin word for, anong ibig sabihin? Bakit pectineus? Pectineus muscle, pectineus. Latin word daw yan na ibig sabihin ay comb, suklay. Kasi mukha ba siyang comb? Ewan, sabi. Oo. Ayan, mukha ba siyang comb? Mukha namang suklay. Oo. So for the insertion, no, pectineus attaches to the pectineal line of the femur and crosses the hip joint. While the action, ano ulit ang action niya? Sabi sa table kanina, it flexes the thigh and it adducts dog and medially rotates the thigh. Again, adducts and medially rotates the thigh. For the innervation, it is innervated by both the what? Both the femoral nerve and your accessory obturator nerve. Again, femoral nerve and your accessory obturator nerve. Okay? For the innervation. Okay, sige. Next. Okay na ba? I'm trying. Okay. For the sartorius naman, ano naman ang important kay sartorius? So, for your sartorius muscle, it runs obliquely. No, yun ang keyword nyo dyan. Obliquely from the ASIS, your ASIS, or your anterior superior iliac spine, no, to the middle side of the tibia. Again, it runs obliquely from the ASIS to the middle side of the tibia. Together with your, nilagay ko dyan, gracilis and semitendinous tendons, it forms the pes anserinus, no? Or tinatawag natin goose foot on the inner knee. Okay? So, ano pang tatandaan natin kay Sartorius? No? It is the longest muscle in the body. This muscle plays a key role in cross-leg sitting, yung mahilig dumikwatro, no? Ito palang ginagamit yung muscle, no? These muscles play a key role in cross-leg sitting, a position often referred to as Taylor's position, no? Saan ba nanggaling yung pangalan na Sartorius, no? It comes from the Latin word na Taylor, kasi nga yung mga mananahi, Taylor's position, mahilig daw mag-de-4 nung araw. No, and ang action niya ni Sartorius, it flexes both the thigh and both the thigh and the lateralis, no? For the origins and insertion, no, remember that the vasty muscles originate just below the greater trochanter and do not cross the hip joint. Again, they do not cross the hip joint kasi sino nga lang ang nagko-cross? 'Di ba? Si rectus femoris. And remember also that all four muscles converge into quadriceps tendon which encloses the patella. Ano ba yung patella? The largest sesamoid bone. Saan nakikita? Sa tuhod, di ba? Sa knee. And distally, the tendon continues as the patellar ligament which inserts into the saan? Tibial tuberosity. Okay, maliwanag? Nakakasunod pa? Okay. Sige. Okay, so yung mga ganitong mga exception, kanina remember, tandaan, okay. For the anterior muscle of the diba, observe na ito para baka tumama so kailangan lang okay, so ganun. Sige. Okay, next for the mid part again, nasa medial na tayo. Okay, for the compartment generalities, they usually originate from, anong nakikita nyo dyan? Originate, purahin natin, hindi nyo nabasa. Except for your obturator externus, which laterally rotates thigh at hip joint. Maliwanag yon. So, ganun yung aaralin, no? Ginawa ko lang yung eme-eme na yun para mas madali siyang aralin, no? Okay. For the muscles of the medial fascial compartment of the thigh, ang daming sinabi, for the medial compartment of your thigh, no? Remember that all muscles will act to adduct, no, away, no? Ay, towards pala, adduct, no? The thigh except for your obturator externus na anong ginagawa? Which laterally rotates thigh at hip joint. So, dito, kung may tatandaan kayo na action, so pag nakita nyo na medial, tandaan nyo na ang role nila is to adduct the thigh, no? Adduct. Okay, sige. Okay, this is just to show you the picture, no, of the medial thigh muscles, no, aralin. So, dito, anong nakikita nyo? We have the three adductor muscles, namely your adductor adductor longus, brevis, and minimus. Again, your adductor longus, brevis, and minimus. Okay, your adductor longus, anong usual na tinatawag dyan? This is your sinong mahilig mag-horse riding. So, this is your horse riding muscle. While your adductor brevis, it is, anong unique sa kanya? Visible when the belly of the adductor longus is cut. So, makikita lang natin yan kapag ginupit si adductor longus. Again, your adductor brevis, makikita lang pag ginupit si adductor longus. While your adductor minimus, ay, si Magnus pala itong inano ko. Your adductor minimus, Your adductor minimus, named for its small size, but is actually the upper anterior part of your adductor magnus. So, this is your adductor minimus. Okay? Ano pang tatandaan natin dyan? The obturator nerve splits into anterior and posterior branches. And the anterior branch lies between obturator nerve ito ha, lies between your saan? Between your adductor brevis and longus. Again, your obturator nerve splits into anterior and posterior branches, and the anterior branch saan nakikita? Lies between the adductor brevis and your adductor longus. These muscles originate from the pubis and ischium, di ba sinabi ko sa table kanina, and share a common insertion at the linea aspera of the femur. Linea aspera of the femur. Actions nitong mga muscles na to, your medial thigh muscles, they primarily, anong ginagawa? Adduct the thigh. Di ba? Sinabi na natin kanina. And they also, what? Flex the hip and medially rotate the thigh. Okay? Remember that. For your gracilis muscle, ano namang important sa kanya? For your gracilis muscle, it originates again and again from the pubis and ischium and extends down to the, saan? Nag-extend to the medial surface of the tibia. Tandaan yun ha, for your gracilis muscle. And the name gracilis, bakit gracilis? Means, slender muscle. Kaya tinawag na gracilis. And remember that your gracilis muscle is the weakest adductor of the thigh. Weakest adductor of the thigh, no? Weakest adductor of the thigh. Dog, no? Because of its relatively minor role, the gracilis can be safely harvested from tendon grafts such as to replace damaged hand muscles or non-functional external anal sphincter. No, usually hina-harvest natin kapag kailangan, no? Ito kasi nga daw medyo minor lang ang kanyang role. Kapag kailangan mo ng damage ang tendon sa kamay, pwedeng gamitin si gracilis muscle. Mura natin yung nakikita. For your obturator externus, it becomes visible, syempre, kapag niretract ang alin? Your pectineus, di ba? It originates from the nasa pangalan obturator membrane. And it passes under the, saan? Nakikita nyo dyan. Under the greater sciatic notch and, saan nag-i-insert? On the greater trochanter of the femur. And remember that your obturator externus is a strong lateral rotator of the thigh. Again, strong lateral rotator of the thigh. And unlike most medial thigh muscles, that medially rotate the thigh, di ba? Anong sinabi ko kanina? The obturator externus is a lateral rotator. Tandaan, unlike the rest, di ba? Your obturator externus is a, tandaan nyo to, obturator externus ay eraser pala. Your obturator externus, di ba? Ang role niya, unique sa kanya, di ba? Lateral rotator of the thigh. No? And remember also that it is easier to see from the posterior side where it lies just beneath the quadratus femoris muscle in the gluteal region. Okay, again, tandaan, for your obturator externus, it is a strong lateral rotator of the thigh. Okay, kakaiba, unique sa kanya yon. Kaya, remember that. Okay. Ay, naghang. Okay, so sige. Okay, next, we have naman your posterior na ha, posterior compartment, knee flexors, or your hamstring muscles, pare-pareho lang yon. So, for the generalities, anong gusto kong matandaan nyo dito? Tandaan nyo that, all posterior thigh muscles originate from the ischial tuberosity except the Ano nakita niyo dyan sa table? Except the short head of the biceps femoris. Bakit? Ano? Saan ba siya nag-originate? Ayan, no? The short head originates from the linea aspera and the lateral supracondylar ridge of the femur, no? This difference, ano ang importance, no? It is important because the short head does not cross the hip joint, unlike the other hamstring muscles. So, yun ang importance dun kung bakit natin kailangan malaman yung origin ng bawat isa. Bakit kakaiba itong si short head, no? Okay, ano pa? For the nerve supply. Tingin dito. For the nerve supply, anong gusto ko matandaan nyo dyan? No, for the nerve supply, all are innervated by the tibial portion of the sciatic nerve except for the what? Except for the biceps femoris. Okay. So, meron akong Jologs na ano, hindi ko alam kung dapat bang i-share ko. Jologs na mnemonic for your biceps femoris, 'di ba? Your long head, sino ang nagsusupply sa kanya, 'di ba? Your tibial portion or tibial division of your sciatic nerve. So, tandaan nyo kay long head si Lorna Tolentino kasi 'di ba? Long head, tibial portion, 'di ba? O para matandaan. Kay short head naman, Doc, 'di ba? Kay short head, sinong nagsusupply? Your common peroneal portion of sciatic nerve or your common fibular division of sciatic nerve. Sinong tatandaan ko? Si Sharon Cuneta. Gusto niya si Star City na lang. Medyo Jologs, pero kung matatandaan niya, okay lang maging Jologs, 'di ba? Bakit Sharon Cuneta? Short head, 'di ba? Peroneal portion of sciatic nerve. Okay? Remember that. Again, for the nerve supply, kung manghuhula, ang isagot na, di ba, tibial portion of your sciatic nerve, except for the long head and short head of the biceps femoris. Kapag long head, tandaan si Lorna Tolentino, si short head, si Sharon Cuneta. Okay, portion naman in general, anong tatandaan natin para hindi ma-overwhelm? Tandaan nyo lang, their action is to flex the and extend the thigh. Again, to flex the knee and extend the thigh. Okay? Maliwanag yon? Okay. Sana natulungan ko kayo. Sige. Okay. Okay. For the posterior compartment pa rin, so anong gusto kong matandaan natin dito, no? Your posterior thigh muscles, your first is your semitendinosus. Semitendinosus. Anong tatandaan natin kay semitendinosus, no? This tendon runs medially to insert on the tibia. Okay, so tandaan, semitendinosus. Ito siya, ha? Ito siya. Semitendinosus. This tendon runs medially on the tibia. When the knee is flexed, then tandaan nyo, dahil nga nagra-run siya medially, no? It can medially rotate the leg. Okay? Tandaan, kapag may medial kayo naririnig, semimembranosus. Ano naman to? It also inserts medially on the tibia. Okay. Nalilito ba kayo sa tibia tsaka fibula? Anong mnemonic ko dyan? Wala lang. Fibulateral. Diba? Para malaman ko na si fibula. Tama. Si fibula ang nasa lateral. Si tibia ang medial. Okay ba yun? Okay. For going back, ang dami kong panimonics na naalala. Okay, for the semimembranosus, no, it also inserts medially on the tibia. Like semitendinosus, no, it helps then to medially rotates the leg when the knee is flexed. While your biceps femoris, no, the tendon, di ba, and sinabi natin kanina, it runs laterally and inserts on the head of the fibula. Anong major actions ni biceps femoris? Hip extension and knee flexion. It's the workhorse for both. No, again, tandaan nyo lang, for biceps femoris, hip extension and knee flexion. So, again, for the origins, long head, di ba, ischial tuberosity, while your unique short head, your linea aspera and lateral supracondylar ridge of femur. Huwag yun na isulat yun, nandun yun sa table. Okay, for the innervation of your biceps femoris, again and again, di ba, see, Lorna Tolentino and si Sharon Coneta. Di nyo na makakalimutan yan. Wala kayong choice. Zologs yung mnemonic ko. And this makes it the only hamstring muscle with dual innervation. Again, for your biceps femoris. Okay. Your next is your adductor magnus. Ano naman yon? It is your ischiocondylar or your hamstring part. No, your adductor magnus is the hamstring part. No, it shares a common origin at the ischial tuberosity with other hamstrings. Functionally acts like a hamstring muscle. Note that the short head of your biceps femoris is the only muscle in this group that does not originate from the, again and again, ischial tuberosity and does not cross the hip joint. No? Inulit ko lang, sinabi na natin yun kanina. Okay, nandyan pa ba kayo? Sige, ano muna, kahit 5-minute break, no, CR break muna, and mag-i-inform lang ako kay Doc Jess basta hindi pa tayo tapos. Okay, medyo mahaba talaga to. Sige, 5 minutes, balik kayo ng 9:57. Okay? Sige, break muna. Water break, CR break. Okay. Kausap pa ba ako? Ayan, sige. Nakabalik na, naka-ihi na at nakainom na. Sige. Okay, ready ulit. Now for your knee, no? Knee region. Ano namang important here? Okay, sige. Sige. No, for the knee joint, no, overview lang. So the knee joint is a complex synovial joint involving multiple articulations and joint types, no. Your articulations, no, between the, di ba, anong articulation between your femoral condyles and tibial condyles plus their meniscus or menisci in plural form. Again, ano mga sinasabi ko? Condyles, di ba? Ito yan, condyles and meniscus. Again, for the articulations between the femoral condyles and tibial condyles plus the meniscus. It also includes the patella and the lower end of the femur. So, there are two main joints in the knee. Namely, sino-sino kaya yon? Ano-ano kaya yon? Your, ano nakikita nyo dyan? Diyan nga ba? Your tibiofemoral and your patellofemoral joint. So, again, your tibiofemoral and your patellofemoral joint. Your tibiofemoral, anong type ng joint? Synovial hinge joint, no? Allowing flexion and extension of the leg. While the patellofemoral joint, ano siya? Synovial gliding joint naman siya. Gliding naman, kung yung isa hinge joint, ito naman si patellofemoral ay gliding joint. Where the, bakit gliding? Diba? Where the patella slides over the femur as the knee moves, no? Ano pang important sa picture na nakikita nyo sa slide, no? Your cruciate ligaments, your anterior and posterior, provide stability and prevent forward or backward displacement. While your collateral, no? Your collateral ligaments, medial and lateral, no? It limit the, anong ginagawa ni collateral ligament? It limit the what? It limit the side-to-side movement. While your menisci or your meniscus, no? Menisci kasi plural, your medial and lateral, no? They are what? Shock absorbers that also help with the joint stability and congruency. While your patellar tendon, it connects the quadriceps to the tibia, anchoring the patella. Okay? Maliwanag? Sige. Sige, dito naman, anong important sa akin na maalala nyo dito, no? For the knee joint ligaments, no? They help stabilize the joint and are most extra capsular, meaning they, what? They lie outside the joint cavity as thickenings of the fibrous capsule. So, anong important na maalala natin dito clinically? So, injury to the tibial or medial collateral ligament is often associated with tearing of the medial meniscus because they are what? Firmly attached to each other. And remember din the ligament locations, your anterior, lateral, and posterior. Si anterior, sinong nandoon? Obviously, your patellar ligament. Laterally, your fibular or your lateral, and tibial or your medial collateral ligament. So, lateral, sino nandun? Your fibular and tibial collateral ligaments. While posteriorly, sinong nandoon? Your oblique, popliteal, and arcuate popliteal ligaments. So, this reinforce the posterolateral aspect of the joint. And remember, no, these ligaments support the joint capsule externally and are not located within the synovial cavity. Okay, sige. So, in terms of the bursa or the bursae naman, ano namang tatandaan natin dito? Nasa knee region pa rin tayo, ha? For your bursa na suprapatellar, no? Location niya, anong tatandaan natin here? Diba? Deep to the quads. Tandaan that this is the only major bursa that communicates directly with your knee joint capsule. While your prepatellar naman, syempre nasa pangalan na, located over the patella. Ano nga ang layman's term kay patella? That's your kneecap, di ba? Again, your prepatellar, no? Located over the patella. So, anong importance? So, your prepatellar, they are, susceptible to trauma from frequent kneeling. So, pag laging nakaluhod, kaya ang tawag sa kanila ay, often called housemaid's knee. Kasi 'di ba, yung ating mga kasambahay, kapag naglilinis, 'di ba, laging nakaluhod usually. So, for the infrapatellar naman, no, found both over and deep to the patellar ligament. And lastly, your anserin or your pes anserinus, again, your anserin or your pes anserinus na bursa or your bursitis, ano yan? Found between the, nakikita niyo sa picture, medial collateral ligament and the tendons of the sartorius, gracilis, and semitendinosus. So, tandaan nyo, SGT, no? Sartorius, gracilis, and semitendinosus. Tendinosus yun doon sa semitendinosus. Clinically, anong important kay anserin or kay pes anserinus, diba? It is a common site of your painful bursitis, especially, kanino natin nakikita? Especially sa mga athletes. Okay, no? So, ano pang key takeaway sa picture na ito? Bursae, reduce friction, no? Inflammation or your bursitis, di ba? Bursitis, di ba? Namamagang bursa, di ba? Itis is inflammation. So, bursitis is a common cause of knee pain. So, tandaan ha, kaya dinaanan natin itong bursa. Okay, sige. Ay, nasan ako? Okay. Next, no, ano naman ito? For the knee injuries and testing. So, ito, ano yan? Examiner doing your anterior drawer test. So, anong importance niyan? So, for your anterior drawer sign, your ACL, no? If the examiner can pull on the knee, nakikita nyo dyan, knee anteriorly under the femur, ano daw yon? It is a positive sign for anterior drawer sign. Most likely, ano ang na-torn? Halata naman. Most likely, ang na-torn ay your ACL. Again, para masabi mo na positive in this test, no, kailangan yung examiner can pull on the knee anteriorly under the femur. Okay, clear? Okay, sige. Next. Ito naman, this is your posterior drawer test, no? Your posterior drawer test, your posterior drawer sign or your PCL, no? If the examiner can push the leg posteriorly naman under the femur, that's the positive sign for posterior drawer sign. So, most likely, ang na-torn ay your PCL. Okay? Sige. Ito naman, test for meniscal tears, your meniscus, no? If the subject rotates the leg under the femur laterally and it causes pain, so indication yon for lateral meniscus tear. So, nando naman sa pangalan, if laterally, lateral meniscus. Kapag medially, medial meniscus tear. Okay, so ano naman itong unhappy triad? So, the unhappy triad, also known as, ang other name niya, ang hirap spelling. So, di ko din alam if tama yung pronunciation. So, Odono, ganito ang spelling. Odono triad. Oh, so ano ba yan? Odono triad? It is a knee injury that involves three main components. Nandiyan na sa harapan nyo. Your MCL tear, your medial meniscus tear, and your anterior cruciate ligament tear, or your ACL tear. No? This combination of injuries typically occurs due to valgus stress. Ibig sabihin, may force pushing the knee inward. Meron ding twisting or bending movements, and may pwede ring non-contact injuries nangyayari during sports. No? Ano ang symptoms niya? Siyempre, pain and swelling on the knee, and instability or feeling of giving way, and difficulty bearing weight or walking. Tapos, meron din na pwede nyo makita locking or catching sensation due to meniscus tear. So, anong usual na treatment nito? So, mga naisuno lang to para pag ano na kayo, clerk na kayo, medyo, di ba? May alam na kayo. So, treatment for your unhappy triad, di ba? Siyempre, initially, anong ginagawa? Alam ng mga athletes dyan, kung meron, yung RICE, di ba? Your rest, ice, compression, and elevation, di ba? That's your RICE. And syempre, physical therapy and bracing. Minsan, nakakalungkot, kailangan din talaga ng surgical interventions. Oh, so, ano yon? Your ACL reconstruction, your meniscus repair or meniscectomy, and your MCL repair. So, medyo matagal ang gamutan nito, ang rehabilitation, no? So, it is essential na as a doctor na ma-diagnose nyo agad at ma-refer natin agad. Okay? So, again, that is your unhappy triad. So, sige. Next. Okay, so sabi dito, triad injury, the footballer's greatest fear. So, ano ba yan? So, example kasi, no? Para mas matandaan nyo, no? In a football player, a lateral blow to the knees. Sila yung pinaka-prone to this kasi ano pang ginagamit nila? 'Di ba? Ano bang ginagamit nila panlaro, 'di ba? Yung kanilang mga legs, so kanilang mga tuhod, no? In a football player, no, a lateral blow to the knees with the foot fixed to the ground, MCL usually gets torn first. Then your medial meniscus, which is attached to the MCL, then ACL may also be torn. Kaya tatlo talaga nakakalungkot, kaya unhappy triad, okay? Okay, ano ba bang important na maalala nyo here? So, kung mapapansin nyo, medyo pinipili ko na lang, no? Kasi talagang ang haba nito, ang hirap niyang paikliin, no? For your popliteal fossa, ano ito? Main path, ano si popliteal fossa? Main path by which vessels and nerves pass between the thigh and the leg. So, anong borders natin? We have your superomedial, your superolateral, your inferomedial, and your inferolateral. Sa superomedial, anong nandoon? Your semimembranous and your semitendinosus. While you're in superolateral, we have your biceps femoris. And in inferomedial, we have your middle head of your gastrocnemius, and sa lateral, the lateral head of the gastrocnemius and your plantaris. So, ano bang laman ni popliteal fossa? Your popliteal artery, your popliteal vein, tibial nerve, your common peroneal nerve, and your popliteal lymph nodes. Okay. Okay, ano bang clinical significance si popliteal fossa? So, your Baker cyst, no? Fun fact lang, nung board exam ko, itinanong yan. Malay ko sa Baker cyst. kaya inad na namin sa lecture kasi hindi namin alam. So, kaya ako sinagot yung Pero tumama ako, sinagot ko yung baker cyst kasi baker ako. Tapos sabi ko, yung case na binigay parang feeling ko magkakaroon nga ako. Kasi nga, di ba pag baker ka, lagi kang nakatayo while baking. So, yun lang yung rasyonale ko, pero nakahula. Pero hindi ko talaga alam. So, kaya ito, ngayon pa lang, tinuturo na namin sa inyo, no, as early as now, na may mga ganyang tanong sa board exam na parang hindi nyo alam kung saan kinuha. Pero relevant pala. Okay, so for the clinical significance of your popliteal fossa, no? Ano ba yung Baker's cyst? It is a fluid-filled sac or mass located in syempre, in the popliteal fossa. Or saan? Di ba alam niyo yung Tagalog ng back of the knee, your popliteal fossa? Meron ba dyang nakakaalam? Na taga Bulacan, Bulakenyo? Hindi nyo alam? Matanda na ba ako? Di ba your alak-alakan? That's your popliteal fossa, no? It often results from excess fluid production in the knee joint due to arthritis or meniscus tear, no? This fluid then gets pushed backward into the bursa, kaya siya napupunta doon. And tingin doon sa yellow arrow, MRI yan, no? Tinuruan na kayo ni Doc D kung paano yung mga radiograph, no? Clearly points to the large fluid-filled white mass. That is the Baker's cyst, no? Ano pang take-away natin dito? Bukod sa tinatanong siya sa board exam, no? It is usually a secondary problem, meaning it is a sign of an underlying knee joint issue, no? Secondary problem lang siya and not the main disease itself. It can cause pain or a feeling of tightness or fullness behind the knee, especially when extending or flexing the leg, okay? So, clear ba tayo doon? Sige. Kaya pa natin ito? Sige. Next, we have your leg, no? Leg region na tayo. Okay. So, medyo madugo ito, pero pinili ko na lang yung aaralin natin, ha? But make sure to read your books kasi baka kumuha ko sa books, no? So, for the leg compartments, it is surrounded by crural fascia, meaning your anterior and posterior intermuscular septum. And this delineate the lateral compartment of the leg from the anterior and posterior. So, muscles divided into 4 compartments. Nakikita nyo naman dyan, your anterior, lateral, superficial posterior, and deep posterior. Okay. Sige. Okay, for the leg compartments, your anterior muscles. So, anong tatandaan natin dito? Okay, tandaan that all the tendons of these muscles are found in the front of the medial and lateral malleolus. Again, so sulat natin yon, your medial and lateral malleolus. Okay. And action nila, usually anterior muscles of the leg compartments, ha? Dorsiflexion of the foot at the ankle joint. Dorsiflexion. Sinabi ko na sa inyo kung ano ang dorsiflexion kanina. And ano pa? Extension of the digits and distal phalanges except the tibialis anterior muscle. For the nerve supply, sinong nagsusupply sa kanila? Your deep peroneal nerve. Okay? Ano pang gusto kong tandaan nyo here, no? Your tibialis anterior muscle. Ano siya? Muscle closest to the tibia. Lateral to the tibia, no? Bone insertion niya from medial cuneiform and base of metatarsal. It maintains your tibialis anterior muscle, ha? It maintains the medial longitudinal arc of the foot alongside your fibularis longus. And tandaan, kay tibialis anterior pa rin, it does not extend the digits. Di niya ini-extend yung digits. Okay. So, literal translation ni tibialis anterior, muscle in front of the shin bone. Diba? Sila yon. Tibialis anterior, muscle in the front of the shin bone. And action niya nga ulit, ano siya? Strongest dorsiflexion and inversion of the foot. Strongest dorsiflexion and inversion of the foot. While your extensor digitorum longus, ano naman siya? It is the most lateral among the anterior leg muscles. Tandaan, most lateral, no? your extensor digitorum longus. So, each tendon of your EDL forms a membranous extensor expansion over the dorsum of the proximal phalanx of the toe. So, ano nga itong si extensor digitorum longus? It is the long muscle that what? Stretches the toes. Again, long muscle that stretches the toes. And anong action niya? Dorsiflexion and extension of the digits of the foot. Again, dorsiflexion and extension of the digit of the foot. Ano pang tatandaan here? For your, burahin lang natin. For your, extensor hallucis longus. Nung board exam, dito ako hirap na hirap sa mga muscles na tatlo ang pangalan. Dalawa nga, di matandaan, tumatlo pa. So, for your extensor hallucis longus, saan natin sila nakikita? Found between the extensor digitorum longus, found between the extensor digitorum longus and your tibialis anterior muscle. Again, your extensor digitorum longus and tibialis anterior muscle. It rises to the distal third of the leg, passing deep to the extensor retinacula. And ano ba siya? Literally, long muscle that stretches the big toe, di ba? The big toe. And action niya is to dorsiflex and extend the big toe. Dorsiflexion and extension of the big toe. So, kung may tatandaan kayo, narinig nyo yung big toe, so extensor hallucis longus na agad. Next, your peroneus or your fibularis tertius. Okay, sige, sulat natin your peroneus. Pareho lang yun, ha? Your peroneus or your fibularis tertius. Okay, anong important sa kanya? Attach siya to the dorsal aspect of the fifth metatarsal. And ano ba siya? Third muscle of the pointed bone. Action niya, dorsiflexion and eversion of the foot. Dorsiflexion and eversion. Eversion of the foot. No? Again, your peroneus or your fibularis tertius. Okay. Okay, for the leg compartments, lateral muscles na ha. Lateral muscles na. Lateral. Anong tatandaan natin here? For the lateral muscles, no? Tendons are located behind the lateral malleolus. And anong action nila in general of your lateral muscles ng leg compartments? Action ay eversion of foot and weak plantar flexion of the ankle, no? Nerve supply of these muscles, lateral muscles ha, your superficial peroneal nerve. Again, your superficial peroneal nerve. Anong important tatandaan na muscle here? First is your peroneus or your fibularis longus. Your fibularis longus. Your fibularis longus. So, ano siya? Most superficial and biggest among the muscles in the lateral compartment. Again, your fibularis longus is the most superficial and biggest among the muscles in the lateral compartment. So, literally, it is the long muscle of the pointed bone. While your fibularis brevis, ano to? Beneath the, saan nakikita? Beneath the what? Beneath the peroneus longus muscle. It inserts at the base of the fifth metatarsal. Fifth metatarsal. And literally, ano itong si fibularis brevis, ano, short muscle of the pointed bone, di ba? Pag longus, syempre mahaba, kapag brevis, short. Okay? Yun lang ang ibig sabihin nun. Okay, now we go to your posterior muscles. So, anong gusto kong tandaan nyo here? For the posterior muscles, no? In general, action nila is, ano? Plantar flexion of the foot, and flexion of toes. Again, plantar flexion of the foot and flexion of toes. For the nerve supply, no, tandaan your tibial nerve, syempre. And are composed of two layers, your superficial and your deep layer. Okay, sige. So for the first is your gastrocnemius. So ano bang tatandaan natin kay gastrocnemius, 'di ba? Medial and lateral head, no? Primarily involved in what? In running and more powerful movements in the leg. So pag yung case na binigay ko ay may tumatakbo, so ang una niyong iisipin, that's your gastrocnemius. And predominance of what? Nako, fisio of your fast twitch muscle fibers. And literally, ano ba itong si gastrocnemius? This is the belly muscle of the leg. No, belly muscle of the leg. And the action is for plantar flexion of the foot and weak flexion of the knee. Ano pang tatandaan natin here? Your soleus. Your soleus. Ito siya. Ito. Your soleus. Ano siya? Deep to the gastrocnemius muscle. Diba? Ito yung gastrocnemius. Ito yung soleus. O, ano pang tatandaan? It does not cross the knee joint. Your soleus. And, literal translation of your soleus, sandal muscle, no? It important ito in the maintenance of quiet standing and predominance of your slow twitch muscle fibers. Sino nga ulit yung kay fast twitch? That's your gastrocnemius. Slow twitch muscle fibers, that's your soleus. Okay? And ano pang important here? Action ni soleus, diba? Sinabi ko, workhorse of your plantar flexion. Okay? Plantar flexion. Next, your plantaris. Next, your plantaris. Ano ba naman itong si plantaris? This is the freshman's nerve na tinatawag. Freshman's nerve. Okay, freshman. As in kayo, freshman's nerve, no? Arise above the lateral head, often mistaken as nerve because of its small belly and long tendon. Kaya siya tinawag na freshman's nerve. Kahit hindi naman siya nerve, okay? Napapagkamalan dahil maliit ang belly and mahaba ang tendon. So, literal translation, sole muscle. Action niya, ano? For plantar flexion, weak flexion of the leg at the knee joint. So, ano pa? Ano pang important sa akin here? Your, triceps surae or triceps surae is composed of, pag sinabing triceps surae, composed of gastrocnemius and your soleus. While your, ano pa ang important sa akin here? Calcaneal tendon or your Achilles, di ba? Your Achilles tendon. Ano ba ito? Ano ba yung Achilles tendon? Union of tendons of your gastrocnemius and soleus. It is the longest and strongest tendon in the body attaching to calcaneus. So, tandaan nyo si Achilles tendon ha. Other name is your calcaneal tendon. Kasi nga, nag-attach siya sa calcaneus. Okay. I hope nakakasunod pa ha. Medyo nag-improve na, bumagal na. Okay. Sige. Next, your deep posterior muscles. No? Diba? Sabi ko, may dalawang layers. Yung kanina, superficial. Now, your deep. Anong tatandaan natin dito kay deep? Sige, zoom natin konti. Kay deep posterior muscle. Una, your popliteus. Your popliteus. Saan siya located? It located deep to the soleus muscle. It unlocks the knee joint by lateral rotation of the femur on the tibia. No, ang literal translation of your popliteus ay, di ba? Ham of the knee, no? Ham of the knee. Ang sarap. Para di yun na makalimutan. So, your popliteus, action niya is to flex the toes and the leg at the knee joint. Again, flexion of the toes and the leg at the knee joint. Next, we have your flexor digitorum longus. Flexor digitorum longus. It supports the medial and lateral arches of the foot. Literal translation of this muscle, ano? Long muscle that bends the toe. For your flexor digitorum longus, long muscle that bends the toe. Action is to plantar flex and flex the distal phalanges. Again, the distal phalanges. Okay, next we have your flexor hallucis longus. Ano naman to? It supports the medial and lateral longitudinal arches of the foot. So, literal translation of this, di ba? Long muscle that bends the big toe, di ba? Big toe. And action niya is to what? Plantar flex and flex the, syempre, great toe or your big toe at all joints. Okay? Sige. So for the tendons of flexor hallucis longus and flexor digitorum longus, no, it crisscross at the end of the foot, no, important in maintaining the medial and longitudinal arches of the foot, no. Tendons of these three muscles behind the medial malleolus, di ba, yung tinatawag nating tarsal tunnel, no, arrangement of tendons from medial to lateral, no, may mnemonic daw dyan, your Tom, Dick, and very nervous Harry. Okay? So, anong ibig kong sabihin dito? So, T for tibialis posterior, no? And D for digitorum, your flexor digitorum longus, and A, end, hindi ko pala sinulat yung end. Nag-shortcut si girl. Okay. And A4, anong ibig kong sabihin dyan? Your posterior tibial artery. So, sa pilit na pilit. Sige. Your artery, your posterior tibial artery. While your V, ano yan? That's your, your posterior tibial vein naman. Vein. Your N, that's your, umulit ba ako? Di, tama. Vein? Okay, while your N, tama. Your tibial nerve. While your H is your flexor hallucis longus. Okay. Remember your Tom, Dick, and very nervous Harry. No? Again, arrangement ito ng tendons from medial to lateral. No? Again, tendons of the muscles behind the medial malleolus, your tarsal tunnel, arrangement ng tendon from medial to lateral. Remember the mnemonic Tom, Dick, and very nervous Harry. Okay. Next. Next, we have your ankle region. No, medyo dinaanan ko lang to kasi sobrang haba na ng ating lecture. Okay. So, for the ankle region, no, it is also known as, sinabi ko na kanina, your talocrural region. Remember that this is the narrowest and malleolar parts of the distal leg that, connects with the foot. So, blood supply, malleolar branches of your fibular artery and anterior and posterior tibial arteries. Again, fibular artery and tibial arteries, anterior and posterior. For the nerve supply, nerves derived from where? Tibial nerve and deep fibular, a division of the common fibular nerve. Okay? Sige. Next, for the foot region, no? For the foot region, first, tackle natin your anatomical zones. Ano ba yung anatomical zones? We have your forefoot, your midfoot, and your hindfoot. Ano ba si forefoot? That's your, ano bang nakikita nyo dyan? That's your metatarsals and phalanges. Your midfoot, ano yan? That's your navicular, cuboid, and cuneiforms. While your hindfoot, ano siya? That's your, ano nakita natin dyan? Diba? Your talus and your calcaneus. Okay? So, for the regions, we have your sole, your dorsum, your heel, and ball of the foot. Yan. Anong for? Antok na si sis, no? Ball of the foot. Okay. And great toe and little toe. So, sa sole, alam niyo yan, syempre, yung part na nagkocontact contact with the floor, and yung dorsum, yung part directly, yung nasa taas. And yung heel, di ba, skin of the foot na underlying your calcaneus, di ba, sa may sakong. And ball of the foot, it is the sole underlying the heads of the medial two tarsals. So, your great toe or your big toe, that's your first toe, while your little toe is the fifth toe, yung pinakamaliit na toe. Ay, okay. Sige. Okay, here, anong gusto ko ipakita? That the foot has 20 individual muscles. Ang dami, di ba? Remember that 14 are located on the what? Plantar aspect. 2 on the dorsal and 4 muscles in the intermediate position. No, 4 muscles intermediate in position. Okay, so sige. For the fascia of the foot region, okay. We have your lateral, central, medial, interosseous, and your dorsal. Okay. Dito, important din ito sa akin. Aralin yung table. We have your fascia compartments. We have your medial, central, and lateral. No? Dito kay medial, covered superficially by thinner medial plantar fascia. No? And aralin na lang kung ano ang mga laman nila. While your central, your dense plantar aponeurosis, and your lateral, your thinner lateral plantar fascia. Okay, for the foot region pa rin, muscles of the foot, ano sila? Primarily, di ba sinabi na natin kanina, for the maintenance of the arch of the foot. And para i-adjust yung paa natin, di ba, hindi naman pantay ang dinadaanan natin lagi. So, in uneven ground. And individually of little importance and not needed in fine motor control. Okay. Sige. Okay, for the first layer of plantar aspect, ito yung pinaka-superficial, most superficial. Anong tatandaan nyo dito? Your abductor hallucis, this one, no? It abducts and flexes. Ano ba to? The big toe. While your flexor digitorum brevis, no? Your flexor digitorum brevis, no? It flexes the, anong nakikita nyo? The lateral 4 digits. While your abductor digiti minimi, this one, di ba? Nakikita nyo naman, abducts and flexes the 5th digit. Okay, sige. Next, for the second layer of the plantar aspect, anong important sa akin dito? Your quadratus plantae. It assists in the flexion of the, nakikita nyo naman, of the lateral 4 digits. While your lumbricals, itong red, no, it flexes the proximal phalanges and it extends distal phalanges of the lateral 4 digits. Okay, sige. Next, for the third layer of the plantar aspect of the foot, we have your, okay, third layer na, your flexor hallucis brevis, no? It flexes the proximal phalanx of first digit, while your adductor hallucis, it, nasa pangalan na, adducts the big toe. It also assists in transverse arch of the foot. While your flexor digiti minimi brevis, anong ginagawa niya? Siyempre, ayan na. It flexes the 5th digit. Okay? Sige. Sorry, nag-wrap na ha. Wala na tayong time. Okay, for the fourth layer of the plantar aspect, no? First, we have your plantar interossei. So, plantar interossei. Ano siya? No, it adducts the 3rd to 5th digit and it flexes the metatarsopalingeal joint. While your dorsal interossei, it abducts, no, away, abducts 2nd to 4th digit and flexes the metatarsopalingeal joint. Okay. Sige. Next, foot region pa rin, dorsal aspect. Anong important sa akin dyan? Your extensor digitorum brevis and your extensor hallucis brevis. Si digitorum extends the for medial toes, while your hallucis, it extends the big toe. Okay? Okay, so sige. Alam niyo ba yung commercial yung check the label? Ginawan ko ng ano, lagyan ng label yan. Okay, sige. So, answer with me ha, kung alam yung sagot. Sige. Sige, what is highlighted in green? Ano yan? Ano ba yan? Sige. Patapos na tayo. Para lang ma-practice. Oh, may choices na. Diba? Medyo mas madali nang sumagot. Ano yan? That is your... Okay, thank you, Jan. Melanie, no? That's your... Correct. Your iliopsoas muscle. Next. Oh, ano yan? Sige. Kala nyo, malalagay ko yan sa PowerPoint. Kaya ako nagtagal kasi tinanggal ko ba. Makikita nyo agad yung sagot eh. Okay. Ano yan? Highlighted in green. Final answer? Hindi ba minimus? Hindi. Correct. That's your gluteus maximus muscle. Kitang-kita nyo naman, pinakamalaki, di ba? Strongest. Pero, hindi yan yung inuupuan natin. Okay, sige. Meron pa ba? Sige, next. Ano yan? Ano kaya yan? May sumasagot na ba? Hindi ko nakita. Wala pa? Uy, andali. Andali niyan. Ano yan? That's your... Uy, manghuhula na lang. Ano? That's your... Diba? That's your iliopsoas, no? Iliopsoas muscle. Meron pa ba? Okay, meron pa. O, yan. Ano yan? Nasagot nyo na yung isa kanina. Okay, thank you, John. Thank you, James. Correct. That's your gluteus medius muscle. Diba? Mas maliit at mas inner. Okay. Gluteus medius muscle. Okay. So, may questions pa ba ako? Teka lang. Let me check, ha. May natutunan ba kayo today? Sana naman meron, no? Yung mga mnemonic na jologs, naku, maaalala niyo ko during the exam. O, sige, review lang. Ano lang, for in case. Okay. Sige, di ba in the thigh, sabi natin, if the anterior compartment, di ba, knee extensor ay quads, sa posterior compartment, knee flexor ay hamstring muscles, medial compartment, adductors of hip and thigh, and no lateral compartment, then, nasaan si abductor of the hip or thigh? Mali pa yung spelling ko. Na-OC ako. Oh. Nasaan si abductor of the hip and thigh? Sige. Ang dami ko ng anong binigay, ha? Clue sa taas. Sige. Nasaan? Hoy, ulit-ulit kanina. So, dyan sa mga clue sa taas, ang tanong ko, nasaan yung abductor of the hip and thigh? Diba? Nasa? Saang region? Nasa gluteal region, diba? Dahil, diba? Your gluteus medius and minimus are the hip or thigh abductors. O, sige na, patawad ko na kasi sa dami ng sinabi ko, syempre hindi nyo maaalala lahat. Okay, sige. Next. O, sige. Picture lang yan, pero may pa-case ako, no? Syempre, para hindi nyo ma-chat GPT agad, hindi ko nilagay. Kaya talaga nagtagal ako sa pag-send, no? Na-pressure ako kay Rap. Okay, so case. So, kilala nyo ba yan or matanda na ako? So, si Mikey Kuwangko, di ba, mahilig siyang mag-horseback riding. So, Mikey Kuwangko complained of soreness in the medial, akala nyo ha, picture lang. Soreness, namamaga in the medial side of her, proximal thigh. Medial side of her proximal thigh after several hours of horseback riding. So, kilala nyo na ata yung anak na ni Mikey Kuwangko, no? Ang tanda ko na kasi. So, question. What muscle could have been stretched? Kung ang masakit sa kanya, again, ay medial side of her proximal thigh. O, sige. Sige, choices. A, biceps femoris, B, iliopsoas. Ay, antara, hindi na kailangan ng ano. May sumasagot na. O C, adductor longus. And D, your tensor fascia latae. O, may sumagot ng C daw, adductor longus. Bakit? O, sige, may Y yan. O, akala nyo ha. Hindi, bakit? O, sige na nga ako na. Wala na tayong time. So, di ba horseback riding, sitting astride the saddle with thighs held abducted, which, stretches the medial thigh muscle. So, ganyan sa exam ha, may mga pa-case, tapos kailangan masasagot. The adductor longus is proximal medial thigh muscle, originates on the what? Pubis, inserts on the linea aspera, and is most likely to be stretched and sore in that location. No? Again, your biceps femoris is posterior or lateral. Your iliopsoas is anterior or sa may groin or singit area. And your tensor fascia lata is lateral. So, none match the medial proximal thigh soreness, kundi si adductor longus lang. Okay? Sige. Nagets yun? Sige, mayroon pa ba akong mga ano dyan? Sige, tandaan ha, movements of the hip muscles, muscles passing the hip anteriorly cause flexion at the hip, and muscles passing the hip posteriorly causes extension at the hip. Now, look at your gluteus maximus. Mga ano na lang to, remember. So, muscles passing laterally cause abduction, away at the hip, and look at the gluteus medius and minimus. And small muscles that are lower on the femur are often more responsible for the, rotation, the deep gluteal muscles. Okay, questions? So, wala kasi ako makikitang meme. Ang sabi dyan, no? There must be a better way to show this muscle. So, parang na-nail naman. Di ba, kahit anong posisyon, habang nag-aaral kayo, kung kailangan, basta matandaan nyo lang, go, di ba? Okay, so, questions. So, these are my references. Siyempre, yung iba, Google Pictures, no? And, ayan. So, Netter and Snell pa rin ang sakalam. So, magbasa ng libro. Okay, questions, clarifications. Si Charles Bear nagsabi ng, medyo bumagal naman, no? So, pasensya na kasi wala tayong time eh. Okay, so sige. Hindi ko na-estimate masyado, no? Hindi pala pwedeng 8:30, kailangan 8. Sige, if wala ng questions, lilet go ko na kayo kasi inihintay na kayo ni Doc D. I-message ko na siya, no? Huwag na kayong umalis. Ay, wait lang. Picture muna for the attendance. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, nasa inyo na naman yung slides, no? So, sige. Thank you for listening. Kung may questions,